here are a few tips to what I'll be talking about today.
Hey guys, welcome to another vlog. I am your coach, Henry, and welcome to Henry's Inspires. This is my second video, live video, and the first video I kind of introduced the vlog to you guys, and today I am coming up with a new fresh topic about relationship. And actually this has been something that I've been on my mind for quite some time now to talk about, and there are basically some questions that I would like to answer, some things that I'd like to throw some light on. A lot of people really do not really understand what this is all about, and that is what actually led me into coming up with these questions. And one of the questions are there any perfect relationship? Are there really any perfect relationship? The answer is no. No relationship is perfect. No relationship under the sun is perfect. There are no perfect relationships. It might seem really perfect to you just because the people involved, those involved, are really taking their time and paying attention to the things they need to pay attention to. So otherwise, it looks so perfect. Now, it doesn't really mean that they don't have situations, their own respective situations in that relationship. Everyone has their relationships situations. It's just different in each cases. You don't expect someone who is having a relationship problem to come on out to the public and start announcing whatever the situation is they are feeling in their relationship. It's very rare. A lot of people, or most times, people tend to their relationship problems privately. So when people come up and say, oh, I see these guys, they look so nice together, they've been together for so many years, they look so perfect, you never get to see them fighting, you never get to see them quarreling, you never see them get to exchange words. Yeah, but all of that really happens. It's just that they are so self-conscious of themselves to put their relationship problems out there in the world and for people to really have something to talk about. So it's completely very different. So to answer that question, there are really no perfect relationships. Are there any perfect human beings? Really, there are none. There are no perfect human beings. There are only human beings that have a lot of baggages and are doing everything they can to put themselves in the right perspective and not allow their baggage to alter their journey. Okay, relationship is a journey. You understand? It's more like you are trying to move to a particular place, and then you are not moving alone, you are moving with someone. Now, the speed of your relationship differs. When you are moving alone, the speed of that movement cannot be very fast, but you are moving with someone this time. So there is bound to be a decline in the speed ratio. That is what this simply means. This analogy, what this simply means is this. Everyone is independent of themselves. You get it? Everyone is independent of themselves, or in their own way, the way they understand it, they are dependent on themselves. And you are an individual of your own, they are an individual of themselves. You understand? So now, the thing is, when you are trying to get to a point in relationship, probably you are looking forward to getting married to this person. Now, there are a lot of things that has to come into consideration because you are going on a journey, and it is not a journey of a day. It could be years. You get it? So there are a lot of things that you put into perspective, because at some point in that relationship, there are bound to be problems, there are bound to be situations, and there are bound to be disagreements, there are bound to be cases where you do not agree with each other. And these are what steps it a little bit down. Of course, since there are no perfect relationship, then you must understand that at some point you are going to be facing either one of these. You get it? You are definitely going to be facing either one of these challenges or these problems in your relationship. But it doesn't really mean that a relationship is not good. It is not perfect, quite all right, but it is not like it is not good at all, because these are basic challenges that everyone who has ever been in any relationship face. It is perfectly normal for there to be problems associated with a relationship, not like a very chronic problem. So not like a really very chronic problem, but problem that both parties are actually willing to come together and find a way to work through it. If two people really want to be together, something must come in place. The willingness, the sacrifice, they tend to put all the effort to making it work. It is not a case where one person is doing more than the other person. It has to be on both terms and in both ratio. You understand? Understand that you both have your individual lives and you both have your individual goals. But being in a relationship should not hamper your individual goals. You can always go after the things that you want to be, the things that you want to build in your personal life, and still be in a relationship and make it work. It is that simple. It is just about psychology and understanding that as much and as far as you are in a relationship together, that doesn't hamper you, that doesn't hinder you from actually pursuing your own personal dreams, your own personal goals. You get it? There is a relationship where two persons are one. You get it? And then even though you are one, you are an individual entity first. So there is bound to be a point where you have to focus on the things that really matters to you. You get it? Things that really matters to you, because it doesn't really define your relationship. That is your own personal life. Your own personal life is completely different from your relationship life. Of course, there is bound to be a point where your partner get to support you to realize your dreams. That's what really makes it very unique, because this person is trying to put is helping you achieve your dream. He sees your dreams. She or he knows your goals in life, what you want to become outside the relationship, and they tend to put effort, try to help you actualize these dreams. That is what makes it really very beautiful. Relationship, it makes it really, really very iconic and very unique. So that answers the first question. Now, the second question is this: what do I need to do to have a good relationship? Now, I know a lot of people who are facing one problem in their relationship or the other probably have these all up stuck in their head, trying to find a way to get it right. Okay, give me a moment, please. So, okay, the thing is, like I said earlier, there are no perfect relationships. So, and no relationship is perfect. There are good relationships. There are varieties of relationship. You know, in quote, variety of relationships. So you have to define where you are going with a particular relationship. But to answer the question, what do I need to do to have a good relationship? Now, here are just a few pointers. One, you need to be being yourself. You need to be yourself. You need to be completely honest with yourself. You get it? You need to be yourself. You don't try to be someone else because you want to feel like you fit in. You want to please the other person. So you have to develop a kind of way of doing things. No, you completely have to be you, natural, just the way you are. If they gotta like you, they gotta like you for who you are, the way you are, not because you're flaunting, you understand? Not because you're putting up an act, because that's not really who you are. So if they gotta like you, if they gotta love you, they gotta love you for the real you. You get it? So that is one point. And the second one is being real about your feelings. You understand? You gotta be able to ask yourself if you really feel the way you feel about a particular thing, a particular person, or your partner. You have to be completely honest with yourself about this question, and until you answer that question, you will always be cascading. You'll be cascading about whatever it is you both have together, and be also make sure that you're on the same page with your partner. It is very important to be on the same page, because most of the time you feel like you're in a relationship with someone, but they are really not in a relationship with you. Probably they are trying to urge you on, not like they really care about you like that. They're trying to just please you. You understand? You have to be honest with each other and in knowing what you really want out of the relationship. Be honest with yourself. If you really feel so in love or so passionate about this person, then this is one of the pointers. And the other one is focusing on getting better. Focusing on getting better and being better. Get it? So focusing on getting better and being better. You understand? So since you are about to jump into a relationship, or probably you're already in a relationship, now it takes a lot of work. Relationships are not just an easy dive that you just jump in and then you do whatever you want and you go out. You're not in a relationship alone. You're in a relationship with someone who has boundaries, someone who has a life outside the relationship, someone who has goals, someone who is pursuing something in life. You get it. So there has to be boundaries. Now you need to understand that it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of attitude, a lot of act. It takes a lot of dedication. Not like completely, in quotes, dedication, but a relationship has its own rules. You understand? And for you to have a perfect, quote, for you to have a very good, sustainable, and successful relationship, first, you need to always try every day to get better at yourself. Try to get better at what you do. Try to get better at pursuing your goal. You understand? Individuality. You understand? It's kind of sexy when you are all about your own business, trying to get things right for yourself, and it makes the other person understand that, okay, even though you are in a relationship, it still didn't affect you. It still didn't make you forget the fact that you have a life outside the relationship. So being or having a life outside a relationship and still focusing on the relationship is kind of sexy. So they see these things. It means that you have a principle. You understand? You got principle. You are dedicated to the relationship, even while you are still struggling or trying to get things right in your own personal life. This is really very sexy. So you put up this, you try. You don't act it. You understand? That's the truth. Do not try to act it. Be all about it. Be all about it. Be very, very particular about it. Trying every day to make yourself better. That is one of the way or the things you can do to have a good relationship. Care for each other. Love each other. Sacrifice for each other. These are the basic constituents. Now, to the last question. What are the basic components or facts about a successful relationship? Well, now, I would say from the beginning, I told you that there are no perfect relationships, but there are successful relationships. And for a relationship to be successful, it doesn't really mean that it doesn't have its own situations or its own peculiar situations. Of course, they have their own peculiar situations, but the ability to get through these situations, the ability to move through the problems you'll be having is what makes it successful, and it's what gives it the spark and glow. Everyone outside who idolizes your relationship, see, these are the basic things they see, but they don't understand. What they don't understand is that you have probably taken time to work on yourself. You've probably taken time to do the things that you needed to do right to get your relationship on the right track. You understand? It doesn't really mean that you're not doing, or you don't sometimes have an argument, you don't disagree with each other, you don't quarrel. Sometimes you don't even, it doesn't mean that you don't even call yourselves names. You understand? That is one funny thing about it. Okay? Now, to the question, what are the basic components and facts about a successful relationship? One of which is trust. You understand? Even if you are not involved in any kind of romantic relationship, just a friendship, whatever that is, trust is very, very important. It's a very paramount constituent of a very happy and successful relationship. Without trust, nothing works. Without trust, it breaks down. Of course, you cannot really want to get with someone whom you don't trust. You will always want to do something with someone you can easily go to bed, sleep soundly, and wake up and know that they actually have your best interest at heart. You trust them with everything. You understand? For you to have a very good, successful relationship, you must trust. You understand? And you must have 100%, maybe, okay, maybe not completely 100, but at least 90% trust for your significant other. You understand that? The second one is honesty. Trust and honesty go side by side, because if you trust someone, then you probably have some degree of honesty. They probably have some degree of honesty. You understand? And it is kind of sexy for someone to have such a thing in them. You get it? So that is one. Then the next one is caring. Okay, caring. Caring as a part of a fact that makes a relationship really function and really work very well. It is not about, okay, I'm in a relationship with this person, I really love this person. It is okay to love someone. You can love someone and not even care for someone. You get it? There are two different things. To love someone, you can love someone and don't care for someone, or that same person. It's possible. I've seen it. You understand? So for you to care about someone is because you have their best interest at heart. And when you have their best interest at heart, you would avoid doing things that hurt them. You try to always keep them smiling. Try to always make them happy. You know, some people really do think that for you to have a successful relationship completely, that you have to be completely very rich, basically. As in really stinkingly rich, because that is the only way for you to get a woman, for you to get someone to really fall in love with you. Well, I would say that in this present dispensation, or in our world today, to some extent, I would say it is a part, but not completely, because the world has really changed a little bit, but it still doesn't cancel the fact that there are basic constituents that attributes to what makes a relationship work, or what constitutes a successful relationship. You understand? Doing the little things, you understand? To some people, the little things, the little details matter. They matter so much. So they take pride in them. Caring for someone could simply mean helping them out when they are really, really in need. It might not be really financially, of course, there is a financial aspect of it, but if you feel, if there is a need for you to help the person out, it is a sign that you care about them. You get them little gifts. You can get them gifts. Gifts doesn't really have to be buying someone a house, buying someone a car, and doing all of that. Yes, that is okay. If you are financially capable of doing that, and it's fine. Nothing stops you from doing it. All I'm trying to tell you right now is this. Caring for someone is putting their interest in your heart and trying as much as you can to, make them happy, make them smile every day of their lives. You understand? It's just something you do because it makes you feel like this person is a part of you. You love this person, and therefore you care about this person. And if you care about someone, you will have their interest at heart. You wouldn't want them to feel sad. Even if it is unavoidable at some point, there are situations where your presence and the way you act towards them give them the sense of belonging. It completely wipe whatever it is they felt in them out. All the bad energy will be completely out. You understand? Now, the last part is forgiving. Okay, over time, I've heard people say that he hurt me, he cheated on me, I won't forgive him, I can't live with that. Yes, you are bound to have principles, you understand. Individual principles, relationship principles, you're bound to have these boundaries, you understand. But I am a firm believer in love. If you really love someone, I believe in all honesty that you will help them get through whatever situations they have going on in their lives. And that is completely trying to be forgiven. Sometimes nobody's perfect. Sometimes we all mess up. We all have our own individual baggages. Individually, at an individual standpoint, we all have our baggages. And being in a relationship, we are all coming with these baggages into a relationship. So it is one point that we all are not perfect. Even in the relationship, it is not. The relationship is not perfect in the first place. You as an individual, you are not perfect in the second place. So this is it. Trying to forgive each other. Trying to look ahead. Trying to look far farther ahead of the relationship, understanding that every day, as human beings, we all make mistakes. We are bound to make mistakes. We are bound to make errors. So understand that this is something that you cannot completely do without. At some point, they're going to hurt you. At some point, they're going to do things that really infuriate you. But you've got to learn how to forgive if you love someone. But your forgiveness should also mean that you don't give them the permission to treat you like shit. You don't give them the permission to treat you like crap. Understand boundaries. Create boundaries. Individually, create boundaries. No, you don't cross this boundary. You don't do this. You know me too well not to do this because you know this is what I hate. Then, you in a relationship, you set a relationship boundary. You are both not supposed to do this. You're both not supposed to do this. Doing this is violating our boundaries. So you understand, you have a boundary, but importantly, learn to forgive each other. So this is where I call it a wrap for today. You know what to do. Like the subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want to get more content about relationship, mindset, things about life, trying to get ahead in life, trying to get some motivations to carry you through whatever experiences you have right now. Subscribe to this channel and hit the bell button so you could always get the first notification each time we upload our new content to this vlog. And also try to share this video. If this video is very important and you have learned a bunch of things from this video, I would really like you to subscribe to it, hit the bell button, and help share this video with your friends on other social platforms. Thank you, and it's your coach once again, Henry. Thanks for watching Henry Inspired. Until next time, peace.
Thank you for watching Henry Inspires. Please do subscribe and click the bell button to get a notification for the next episode.